This is the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for Thursday, the 13th of February. I'm Michael Groff. Clouds on the increase today. A slight chance we could see a shower later this afternoon and tonight. The best chance for rain will be tomorrow morning through the midday hours, and then we'll see decreasing clouds. What about temperatures? What about rain amounts? What about the weather for the weekend? Yes, a lot of questions. We will try to find those answers as we dive on in. First, the almanac from yesterday. 63 degrees was the afternoon high, thanks to the clouds that we had around most of the day. Kept it rather cool out there. 53 the morning low, 70 and 48 are the averages for this time of year. We are way behind on rainfall. We will stay behind on rainfall despite this event that we have later tonight and tomorrow morning. And as we take a look outside right now here at 12:35 p.m., mostly cloudy sky. And I don't believe it's 54 degrees. That looks like an old observation. Let me see if we can pop in the new obs for you here. And that looks more like it. 66 degrees presently at Sky Harbor. Dew points at 30. Humidity 26%. Winds light. And the barometer is falling. Satellite picture out here across the west. The atmospheric river coming into California. My goodness, very heavy rain. Evacuations ongoing in the LA area. First, it was evacuations for fires. Now we've got the threat of mudslides in some of the hillside areas. And some very heavy rain coming down for coastal California, the valleys. Obviously, very heavy snow for the Sierra. And yeah, we're getting rain and snow into the Great Basin and into southern Nevada up toward Las Vegas. Yep, finally they're getting some rain up that way. And it's been about 7 months since they've had any measurable rain there. For us, the clouds are on the increase, and we will see some rain coming in, but this area of low pressure responsible for all of this is going to be rapidly weakening tonight and tomorrow as this system pushes eastward. And so unfortunately for us, we're not going to get too much precipitation out of this, at least not in south central Arizona, but we'll talk about that in more detail in a moment. The watch warning map, and most of the action is out here in the west with winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories, again, through the Intermountain West, the Sierra, where they're just getting slammed with snow. Of course, obviously, flood watches, flood warnings, flood advisories in California. And that's kind of how things are looking. Wind advisories as well with this powerful system coming on in. Let's check out that convective outlook for today. There's that marginal risk of severe storms, South Georgia, North Florida, and in the valleys of California as well. There might be an isolated severe storm with some gusty winds and hail today. Precipitation outlook valid through Thursday morning of next week. Rain amounts in Phoenix generally under 1/10 of an inch, a pretty tight rainfall gradient. And it sure looks like most of the moisture with this is going to stay just to the north of us. So if you're in the Las Vegas Valley, yeah, maybe a ½ inch of rain or so. If you're up in Flagstaff, over toward the Grand Canyon, Payson, Show Low, obviously rain, snow, all of that a threat. But for us, it's going to be a very close call. I would say the favorite upslope areas, northern Maricopa County probably gets the precipitation, but for a good portion of the valley, the Southwest Valley, where we are over here in Studio B, that's going to be probably not going to see a whole lot, but hopefully everybody gets at least something out of this, and we'll figure out just exactly how much. Right now, as we get to the models, take a look at things. This is the GFS, valid at 2 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. There's that trough coming into the west, that area of low pressure, but it is going to be weakening. The atmospheric river coming into California, Nevada. But what it means for us down at the surface for the rest of the day today, clouds on the increase. And there is a small chance we might see a light shower getting into the south central deserts later this afternoon, this evening. High temperatures today pretty close to 70. But look at all that rain and look at all that snow across California and the Great Basin and the Pacific Northwest with this feature. And some of that moisture is going to make its way eastward. Tonight, slight chance of showers overnight. Otherwise, the sky is cloudy with overnight lows generally in the 40s and low 50s or so. And then tomorrow, here we go. We got a front that's going to move into the area. And this moisture is here with us. And so we'll see at least scattered showers across southern Arizona tomorrow morning in advance of this front and along the front as it comes on through. The better moisture, the better dynamic support is going to be just to the north of us for central and northern Arizona up toward Flagstaff and Sedona and Prescott and the Grand Canyon and Kingman and eastward over toward Show Low and St. John's and Window Rock. And those places are going to see some precipitation out of this. But our part of the state, we're going to struggle. And let me show you this. We'll go to our high resolution models here, our convective allowing models. This is the HRRR at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Frontal band off to the north and west of us. Some discrete showers out ahead of it, but they will be light. They will be scattered in nature. I just don't think we're going to get a whole lot out of this. This is noon tomorrow. A few scattered showers as that front kind of crosses on through. But most of that deeper quality moisture is just to the north of us. The trajectory of all of this just doesn't really favor a robust amount of precipitation. Now, I still think we're going to have at least a chance at getting some showers, but I've brought the rain chances down into about the 50-50 bracket for us. And again, I've kind of gone against the grain of the National Weather Service forecast, which I basically never do, but this is just one of those times where I really don't see the rain coverage being great. I think rain amounts here in Phoenix generally will range from maybe somebody getting nothing, and at most maybe 1 or 2/10 of an inch up there in Scottsdale and Carefree, Cave Creek, and the far northern fringes of the Phoenix area up on the McDowell Mountains, maybe those areas. But this is not going to be a big drought buster kind of a storm. Still, I sure hope that just about everybody gets something out of it because we really desperately need the rain. High temperatures tomorrow will still be on the mild side given that we have this system coming through. Maybe just slightly below average. Highs mid-60s, maybe upper 60s as this comes on through. And yeah, it'll be breezy to windy at times tomorrow as well. Temperatures are going to depend on if we can get a little bit more moisture and more rainfall out of this. We may struggle to get to our forecast highs for tomorrow. Well, whatever the case, this is going to move through pretty quickly, and then by late tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, this will be out of here. And so as we go to the weekend, should be beautiful. Now, this is our SREF, the Short Range Ensemble forecast, and what it has for rainfall for us. And you see the ensemble mean is 0.02 of an inch for Phoenix. That's not good, okay? And there are members in this ensemble that show nothing at all. So this may turn out to be a complete bust of an event. As it is, it's just not. When we've cautioned you about this event for days now, that we may get very little out of it. It's really going to depend on where you are. We got a viewer down in Ajo. You might just get nothing. We got viewers down there toward Tucson and Casa Grande. You might not get much out of this either. This is really a central and northern Arizona, eastern Arizona kind of event. The rest of the state probably not going to get a lot. All right. Let's go to the weekend. This is Saturday. A few clouds around in the morning, then will become mostly sunny. High temperatures, pretty close to 70, I'd say. Should be just a gorgeous day. Sunday, highs low to mid-70s. Fair bit of cloud cover around, though. Call it partly sunny. Go to next week. Periods of high clouds from time to time. Kind of a mix of sun and clouds through the period. High temperatures, mid to upper 70s. A little short wave may come through and lower temps just a little bit on Tuesday. But other than that, just some clouds around from time to time and at least mid-70s, mid to upper 70s on Wednesday. And again, some clouds at times. A week from today, Thursday, the 20th. And we've got high pressure off the Pacific Northwest coast, a dry northwesterly flow here. And that looks quiet. Out 10 days, Saturday the 22nd. The GFS wants to develop a weak little upper low right there off the Southern California coast, kind of stuck underneath that ridge, a sort of a diminished Rex block kind of pattern. And I suppose that's possible. But even if that does happen, about the only thing that we see out of that is clouds, probably a fair bit of mid and high level clouds, but temperatures would still be at or above average. I'd say highs probably 75 to 80 in that kind of a setup. All right, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix off the GFS ensemble. This goes out through February the 27th. And again, the mean is under 1/10 of an inch. Basically all of that coming from this system, and you know, that's about as optimistic as it gets. The European ensemble, slightly higher than that, about almost 1/1500ths of an inch. But basically, the bottom line is this is not going to be a big-time rain event, but hey, I hope we do at least get something out of it. And then temperatures off the national blend of models. Hey, the trend is up for next week. Highs getting back toward 80 degrees, maybe even the low 80s by the time we get out toward this next weekend, out by about 8-9 days out. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video due back here tomorrow morning. Should you happen to enjoy these videos, be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. If you really like what we do here, then click that thanks icon below the video here on YouTube. Make those monetary contributions to us, or you could donate directly via PayPal. groffshow@gmail.com is that PayPal address. It's groffshow@gmail.com for PayPal. All right. I'm a little parched here. The executive producer of the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion is my one and only, the sweetest of all time, the Asian sensation and proprietor of sweetchildaz.com.org and the Facebook page of the same name, Sweet Child Arizona. There it is. Talking about my Michelle. Check her out. Check out her blogs, videos, everything Michelle related. It's all linked up down in the description. And yes, it's Michelle related stuff. It's Adriana related stuff. She's got a lot going on, Michelle does, on her social media platforms. So check that out. All right. Also, our streaming station available 24/7, 365. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music and have a lot of fun over there. Again, linked up in the description, or you can go directly to kmgx.com and listen via that avenue. Highly encourage you to do that. I was going to show you this graphic too. This is our national blend of models cross-sectional here. I show this because it shows the amount of precipitation coming off of the NBM. This is an ensemble approach again. It's got about 1/10 of an inch of rain for Phoenix. And I'm going to tell you this point blank. I think that's optimistic. I'll be happy if we get any measurable rain officially at all out of this upcoming event. That's just how I feel. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I hope we get a deluge, but I really kind of don't think so. All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. All of your continued support, so greatly appreciated. Please be safe out there and have yourselves an absolutely magnificent rest of your Thursday.